Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to try. I'm going to try something here. I got a mic. There's my mic. I'm going to try to record and try to remember to actually upload a audio part of the podcast. Let's see. There we go. Anyway, how's it going, guys? Sorry for the slow start there. Welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels, number 199, the Travis Pastrana episode. It's only because it's number 199. It has nothing to do with Travis. Will not be here, sadly. Although, God, wouldn't that be cool if I could make that happen? Yeah, anyway. Who knows? Maybe we'll get this thing big enough we could do that. Mike Barnato, what is up? You are here. You are actually live. It is awesome to see. It's always good to see you, Mikey. How are you doing, man? How is the weather up there? Yo, Eric Bryan, what's going down? It is dumping rain out there. It's been raining, I don't know about all night, but a lot. So speaking of that, there is no Thursday night ride tonight. It is way too muddy. Brady Metter coming in with the ring-a-ding-ding. It's way too wet to ride dirt bikes around here. We went last week, and it was marginal at best. We were able to ride up Eagle Valley, out Sunset Rocks, but that was it. It was way too muddy everywhere else. But we had fun. I mean, it was good. We had Bryant Frederico from Maine ride with us, which was awesome. Super fun. James, 5280 James, what's going down? Get Risky. Good morning, Morgan. Hope everything's been good for you. Loving the schlogs lately. Thanks, Get Risky. Appreciate it. I hope you guys have been enjoying the sound. I feel like the new mic setup is good. Let me know if you guys like the sound on the new schlogs, all the new videos. I think I've got it tuned in pretty good. Jeff Elmore dumping and gunny. Brady Meadow, that's a bummer that's dry there. It's puking here. So instead of riding dirt bikes tonight, we are going to do a shop night here at the shop. We're going to, I'm just inviting everybody down, come hang out or bring a bike they need help with, bring something they got a problem with that they're having a hard time figuring things out. Whatever. If you got tires you want to change, come on down. You want to borrow some tools, come on down. I'm going to order some pizza. What up, Jimmy Neihart? Going to order some pizza after everybody gets here. Kind of see how many people are here. We'll get some pizza out here, and we're just going to hang out in the shop tonight instead of riding dirt bikes because, like I said, it's a muddy, muddy mess. Dave Kessler, where are you these days? Dave, you didn't say where you are, which normally you do, and I know that you're everywhere, so which is awesome. John, sound is good. Good. Keith McQueen, thank you. I'm glad. I hope the Get Risky, thanks, got the sound dialed. It's been cool. Like these little mics, there they are. DJI mics are really sweet. Yes, Dave Kessler. The DJI mics are really cool. They're wireless, and I've got two of them actually. So if I can get someone else on the show with me, Brady Metter. Hey, there's my mama. Love you, mama. Paula Valley, what's going down from Canada? But yeah, anyway, it's been pretty cool. Also, if you guys watch the huge dirt biker video where I was riding and talking about things I love about dirt bikes, that was all, the audio was on one of these mics. It's pretty cool. I was able to clip it onto my jersey, put this little windsock thing on it, and I don't know, let me know how you like that sound, because it changed the sound of the bike for sure, but I feel like it picked up my voice really well. Dirt Bike Riders 32, what's happening? Kevin Booth, how you doing? Yeah, everybody say hi to my mama, Suzanne Spradling. She's the best mom ever. Sorry about your guys' moms. Presently, I'm on my homestead, New York, getting ready. Some dirt bike buddies. Sweet, right on, Dave Kessler. Sounds good. Lambo's Lounge, Camp Hill was fun yesterday. Lugging around before the rain. Right on. The Mojave Mike, what's going down? Anyway, so that's what's happening tonight. We're going to hang out at the shop, eat pizza, work on bikes. Check it out. A little rain, make the dirt sweet this weekend. Yes, Kevin Booth, this rain, I am not complaining. It is shutting down the ride tonight, but it is awesome for the world. We need water here in the West. It's been very dry for the last decade. So that's awesome. But also, it is going to make the dirt epic this weekend. I was looking at the weather forecast. It's supposed to let up. Well, I can hear it raining right now. It's supposed to let up today or tonight, something like that, and then get sunny. And it's going to be primo out there. So I'm very excited. But let me show you guys what I'm working on. Woo-hoo-hoo. There's my XR. I took it out and rode it. There's nothing wrong with the bike, but I'm doing a test for a company. I'm not going to mention it yet. I've mentioned it already on a schlog, so you guys may remember what I'm doing. But yes, Brady, that is a real bike. That is a man's motorcycle. And I could tell, like, I feel sick that I really haven't ridden that bike since I did the top end and fixed everything in the top end and the oil burning and everything. But holy crap, does that thing run well? Oh, up in the mountains. Man almighty, does it run better. It idles better, it does everything better. Turns out it was truly worn out. It probably, I don't know. There's no way of, no way of knowing how many hours or miles were on it, but I definitely north of 40,000. I'm sure it was out of hand. Jimmy Neihart, I love you. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm working on it. That's a pretty cool test. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. Get Risky. I picked up an 01 KTM SX Pro Senior. Will run great. If I barely give it some throttle, it won't stay. Carb is clean. No jets are plugged, and it doesn't seem to have any power. If it doesn't seem to have any power, Get Risky, it means it needs a top end. That's why it would not run. Anyway. Yeah, needs compression. I would just fix it. Those things you can buy top ends. Like, I mean, I hate to even say this, but you can buy Chinese top ends for those things, like cylinder, piston, everything, for pretty cheap, and they work great. I had a customer do that, and it actually worked out really well. Hey, Dad, what's happening? Scott Sprouting is my dad. So yeah, it's I wouldn't spend the money on one of those old 50s because God, you'll experience the 50 dad situation. It's a nightmare until you get off of them. But yeah, the Chinese top ends actually work pretty good. Let's see. Idaho Rain's putting out the fires. Yes, Kirk Nelson, that is awesome. Sunday dry. Yeah, Mike Barnato. I know. It's crazy how fast Peach dries out anyway. How do y'all stay sane while recovering from an injury? ACL reconstruction will have me out for 6 to 9 months. God, Keith, that is a great question. Mike Barnato knows the ropes. I know the ropes. I blew up my ankle years ago. Honestly, staying sane for that is, for me, is lots of bike work on the motorcycle, get it dialed in and all that good stuff. And then just keeping your mind busy with other things. A lot of reading, maybe, I don't know, pick something about motorcycles you want to learn about and learn everything you can learn about it. That's not a bad idea. I need to do that myself too. I mean, I'm in good shape and all that, but yeah, anyway, that's my recommendation. Keep your brain busy. Dave Kessler, I just picked up a Tenere from a guy who changed his mind with 407 miles. I've been playing with that. Ooh, cool, Dave Kessler. That's awesome. XR60 was built for Brady. How come Brady doesn't ride one? Eric Bryan, I don't know why Brady doesn't ride an XR650. He really should. It's a perfect bike for him. Top end just got new piston and rings and gasket. I don't know. Get Risky. That's weird. I don't know why it feels like it's got no power. I don't know. Maybe. I would check crank seals if you haven't done that. Keith, get ready for a wide range of mental challenges. I broke my hip dude. It's Jimmy Neihart is correct. It's a challenge, and I would say, I mean, for me, I'm a Christian, praying, talking to God about that, and asking Him for peace during that, because it's brutal. 40,000 miles on a 4-stroke. Love my Hondas. Ride red. Yes, Ed Dugan. I would not put 40,000 miles on a modern style 4-stroke, but the XR can do it all day. You don't have an XR650R, Brady Metter. Let's see. Kiv was still 83 XR650. Yes, that's awesome. Lambos, I'm trying to catch up on comments here. I have questions from the internet. XC250, aka the Wood Witch. Nice. Thanks, boys. Yeah, my buddy grabbed an XR650. Dude, they're the best. Work out, get back out faster. Kickstart, and I've never found a good one I could afford. And the main reason is Morgan screwed me out of a nice one a while back. Yeah, you weren't gonna buy it anyway. You weren't gonna pay me. I won wheelchair wheelie competition. Baby mom would find me in the yard, tipped over and sunburnt. Stay positive. Yes. Oh, I love it. Oh, so good. Jason Crafton, thanks for being a new subscriber. Thanks for being all of you guys for being subscribers. By the way, quick plug: if you're watching this, especially we're getting a lot of new viewers to the channel because of the huge dirt biker videos, which I have another one coming here soon. And please, well, first of all, I hope you enjoy those videos. If you do, also consider the fact we do all kinds of other videos, including this podcast, including how-tos and all that. So make sure you check our stuff out. Give us a chance for a subscription. It really does make a big difference for me. Hey, Christopher Bro Lumbus, what up? What is up, Teddy Roosevelt? Two Wheel Glory, what's up, y'all? From Central Valley, right on. Dwayne Flores, are you from Paso Robles area or? Okay. Brady Metter is unsubscribing. I love it. Keith McQueen, far from a huge influencer. Although, it's so cool to see Johnny Walker. I'm going to go see him. By the way, if anyone's coming to Denver Endurocross, we're going to be there. Zach, Leandra, me, and the boys. Ruth is staying home to have alone time away from us, which I think is a very good idea. But anyway, so we're going to be in Denver at the Endurocross, so you guys should come by and say hi. I'm hopefully, it's funny, all this filming and stuff, I do whatever all the time. I'm generally unabashed about it, but I really want to film the whole Endurocross. So I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to man up and just do it and hopefully get some interviews with riders and stuff like that. But it's going to be cool. Hey, right on, Tom Bean. I'm glad you figured out how to join the chat. Speaking of that, if you're in the chat, and thank you so much, and you're having fun, back out of the chat real quick, click the like button, the little thumbs up button, and come back into the chat because those thumbs up really do help. Dwayne, I'm glad you like all the videos. I got to get to some questions. So, by the way, guys, if I've been slacking on posting my send me a question posts before the live show. Just been whatever. Life's been a little crazy. So, but I finally did it. I got some questions and I want to answer them. Yes, a dude named Eric. Yes, you need 2 accounts. Get another account and just keep subscribing and liking. That would be awesome. 15K subs. Yeah, I know. The blow up the YZ video. I know. I sold that YZ. That YZ might get blown up, dude. Oh man. Anyway. Yeah. You guys all, not maybe you, Keith, but a lot of people said don't blow up the YZ. That's why I didn't blow up the YZ. I mean, I didn't really want to, but anyway. But I am gonna blow something up. I need to figure that out because I want to get a good running motorcycle and run it until it ceases and see. Yes, Jimmy Neihart, there very well could be a blowing up TBI video. The starter will burn it to the ground on its own. Yes. Dude named Eric, are there any dirt bikes I hate? Well, the only dirt bikes I hate are the ones that leave people stranded inexplicably. Like if people don't maintain things and whatever, that's your own damn fault. But I don't like ones that just leave people stranded for no reason. Honestly, Suzuki 4-strokes from the 06, 07 era, 08. Those things are terrible. Hey, Jim Tully, what's happening? Did you get those stickers? Man, let's see. What do I don't like TPI bikes, and I've actually seen some recent ones do some weird things. In fact, we have a guy with unfortunately has a deep pockets, and we were putting a carburetor on his TPI bike because of the problems he had with it. So that's gonna be awesome. Make sure you stay tuned for that. It's gonna be really good. So Yeah, and Garrett said, "What's so TPI bike?" I don't hate them, but yes, they are. They do piss me off like that. Oh, actually, which ones I really hate are old four-stroke KTM 250s, the old EXCs and stuff like that, like oh 05, oh 06, oh 07, oh 08. Like before they went fuel injection and got those things figured out, those sucked so bad. We could not jet them. I was living in Gunnison before I had the shop, so it'd be like oh 05, oh 06, and I had a boss who was just like fanatical about um trying to like make every bike that left our shop had to run perfectly, and I loved it. Like we were KTM dealers, Sun Sports, Moral Griffith. Like not my favorite guy in a lot of ways, but when it came to delivering a motorcycle to a customer, he was very good. He wanted it to run dead nuts, and dude, we couldn't make him run at altitude. Maybe down low they were good. I don't know. In Oklahoma, Brady says they were turds. They were turds. But like we at altitude couldn't make him run right no matter what. And I mean, we tried everything. And they had the stupid setup with the CDI was on the steering stem, and if you went lock to lock, you would break the CDI. So yeah, I hate those motorcycles. Those things suck. The James Tully, Jim, the new Death March. Did you see the first Death March video? I hope you did. The second one is coming, and it's got some more Damn It Terrys in it. So exciting. That drops tomorrow at 3. It's all edited and uploaded. It's ready to go. So yeah, I hate those. I hate the old 250 4-stroke KTMs before fuel injection. They were junk. And then I don't like the TPIs that much. And then what were the other ones? I don't like the 2010 YZ 450s, man. When they did that the first time they did that motor swap, that sucked because it went from a brilliant motorcycle. Brady will attest. The 09 YZ 450 was so good, and then when they flipped that motor around, did all that crap, that bike sucked. Now they're good again, which is awesome, but those bikes were terrible. And then, like I said, RM, like 08 RMZ 450. Boo! Those things suck so bad. There you go. 05 RMZ 450. Yeah, they suck. They blew up all the time. You guys are awesome. Okay, I got questions to answer. Hey, Heath Gerstner, what's happening, dude? 04 KX 250F also. Well, so 04 KX 250F is the same as an 04 RMZ 250F, and they were terrible. They had the oil filter. This is a fun conversation. The oil filter cover was also the water pump cover. So to change the oil filter, you had to drain the water out. The dumbest. I worked for a dealer in Phoenix area when I was anyway. Those sucked so bad. Barnetto rode 60 miles in Taylor all day. Yeah, strong for the Death March, dude. 180 miles on the Death March. It was awesome. And by the way, video 2 is going to be really good. Really good. So yeah, let's just, keep bringing up the bikes we hate, but, actually early KTM 4-stroke fuel injection, I hated those. They had all kinds of weird, like fuel pump failures, all kinds of things that sucked, just leaving people stranded. They're awesome now. I'm hoping my TBI, which I don't know, maybe God will grace me and it will show up today. We'll see. I keep hoping. It's supposed to be September. It's already the 22nd. Hopefully. Pack Racer had a love-hate relationship with 06 RMZ 450. Fun bike to ride, but would not. Yeah, those things sucked. They sucked. Were any Shercos harmed in the Death March, Brady? Yes. The French bike surrendered after Timberline. And let me get to that. But let me answer these questions real fast because I keep forgetting. All right. Tony Borean, which is an awesome name. And like the Borean, it looks like Boreal Forest, but with an N. How many hours can one expect to get out of a dirt bike? I ride a lot. My TE300i that I got in August. There you go. Jimmy Nyhart. Of 21 now has 200 hours on it. This rate of 600 hours on the bike in a couple more years. Tony, my 300 has 485 official hours on it. It's probably closer to 500 because there for a while I didn't have a speedo cable that worked. So, um, Brady, that's awesome. Uh, and so I missed a few hours for sure. I don't know if it's 15 or not, but whatever. It's close to 500 hours. It's got a. I've rebuilt the crank. I've done the top end quite a few times. I melted the top end once because I was an idiot. But I would say, and you guys can chime in, if you're willing to keep rebuilding the motorcycle, then you can have it for as many hours as you want. They will become, hey, Todd Kelvin, they will start to have more problems more often as you get hours on them. I'm going to keep my 300. It's actually be a great test because you guys stay tuned, subscribe, whatever to the channel because I'm going to keep that 300. I'm going to try desperately hard not to ever sell it and just keep fixing it and fixing it and fixing it and see kind of what it ends up with for mileage and time and all that stuff. But once you start getting to 400 or 500 hours, man, a lot of times you're going to start having a lot of problems. Now, I own the shop. I also always own at least 2 motorcycles. So to me, it's not that big a deal because if it starts having an issue, I can just park it, fix it while I ride the other one. Not everybody's fortunate enough to be able to do that. I get that. So, yeah, if you want to keep one in good shape, I would, and not have too many troubles, I would try to get rid of it every, those bikes, the 2-stroke KTMs. I don't love the TPIs, but it seems like you got a good one. I would probably just every 500 hours get a new bike, which is for you going to only be 2 years. 680 hours on my 18300W, 1 bottom end and 3 top. Amsoil Hill Saber, right on, dude. That's awesome. I no thanks, but I guess what mix Amsoil Saber at 100 to 1 or Amsoil Saber at 60 to 1 or 50 to 1. So yeah, Tony, I would say, 600 hours is not unheard of. That's just whatever. SC 1968 Colorado, that is awesome. I'm not willing to take that chance, but whatever. You're proving it that it works. This doesn't make sense to me. I think I probably make more horsepower though. So, and I would, hey, Bruce Kennedy, that would be cool. We should dyno them. I wish I had a dyno. That would be awesome. 292 hours, 1 top end, 186 bikes is amazing. Tom Bean, yeah. Yeah, for me, like I said, I'm going to keep mine forever and just keep going. Todd Colvin, is there a good phone mount? Here he is. He's joining us. I've never actually used one, but after watching lots of videos from the Wolf Enduro guys and lots of other guys, the quad lock system seems like the best system for mounting your phone. Now, you've got to, I don't know how it mounts, right? The Brady Meadow, it's so good. I don't know how the quad lock mounts to the bike, but I think what would be really cool is get yourself a Mako 360 that has the dashboard mount for the top part, like my 300 does, and then mount the quad lock to that. So the quad lock base is mounted to something super strong, and then the bike quad lock seems to be really good. Maybe someone else can chime in and let me know if they use a quad lock and how it's been. So that's what I would, if I were going to mount my phone for navigation, that's what I would use. Derek Elaine, and I'm assuming it means it's Elaine, Allain. And actually, it's just a comment. Watch your channel makes me want to uproot the family and move out west. I love the West so much. I love the West. It's my absolute favorite place to be. That's why I don't go riding back east. I mean, one of these days I will come visit you Easterners and I will have a ton of fun. I'm sure I will really enjoy it. I'm a Western guy, man. I just like open spaces and just room to breathe. The only 4-stroke is an XR. Lambo's Lounge, agree. I have another question. I already answered it online because the guy asked me to, because he's not going to be able to join us live, but I will answer because I think it's an interesting question and you guys might want to know. If you weren't riding and owning a shop, what would you be doing? That is a phenomenal question. And I think probably what I would be doing So before I did this, I was a carpenter. Had in my own little tiny business, just me, and hire friends every now and then to do decks and remodels and things like that. Small stuff. Never. I mean, I've built houses like while working for other people, but I've never contracted a house. Um, so I was a carpenter. I did all that. I would not be doing that. I hated that. Um, SC 1968 Colorado fishing guide is probably what I would be doing, because the other thing I did before this was I was a climbing guide. I did a lot of big climbs. I guided people up Aconcagua. I've been all over the world, ice climbing, rock climbing. Worked for Knowles for a while, which is National Outdoor Leadership School. Google it if you don't know what it is. Did that in Wyoming. And I would probably be doing something like that mixed in with fishing. Uh, Jimmy Neihart, incorrect. I would be an employed pole dancer. Thank you very much. I'm very good at that. Just ask your mama. Two dogs full says quadlocks work well. Yeah, Barnado, probably fishing guide. Because I would probably be a fishing guide, because at this point, I'd be getting old for all the beating of rock climbing and big mountains and things like that. Although, I don't know. I got to get back at it, because Mike Barnado has me fired up about that. But yeah, I'm sure I'd be doing work in outdoor education / outdoor guiding of some sort, because I really love it. Love you, Mama. Let's see. And Glenn Altschweger, that is such a freaking awesome name, Glenn. It's good to see you from Oz. How is Australia doing these days? Hopefully you got some of your freedom back. Maybe that was not real, but what we saw in the news here in the United States, which arguably is not always correct, didn't look good. But I'm hoping you guys are having fun and doing all kinds of crazy stuff in Australia. That is a place I desperately want to get. Let's see. New topic I do for the 10 things I love, hate at the races. Ooh, pack race. That's a great idea. I want to do some stereotype. If you guys have watched Dude Perfect at all, they do stereotype videos. I think sure other guys do too. I want to do some huge dirt biker style. Okay, I'm gonna work on that. Anyway, I have some great ideas. Tom Bean, I'm in Oregon. We do have some awesome riding, technical Tillamook for us on the coast. Dude, I want to go to Oregon and ride. I've been to Oregon a few times in my life, and I love it. It's awesome. Let's see. What is the racing district in your area, or can I see future event schedules for Colorado? Thanks, Dwayne. We don't have I don't know what, we don't have the racing districts like District 37, like all that stuff. We don't have one here in Colorado that I know of, but we have series. So what you want to look for is Corks, CORCS, which is Colorado Off-Road Racing Championship Series. Colorado Off-Road Championship Series. No, off-road. Anyway, whatever. Corks. Anyway. It's awesome. Depends on if you spell off-road as one word or two or hyphen. So anyway, Corks is more of a Front Range Colorado area. Weeby Racing, WEBERACING.com. That's where we're racing next, October 15th and 16th down in Espanola, New Mexico. Check them out. They got 2 more races this season, October and November, both in New Mexico. And then Rocky Mountain Enduro Circuit, RMEC, racermec.com or org. Anyway, Race RMEC, check it out. That's their enduro circuit. That's where the Shady Burrow and all that good stuff happens. It's awesome. Shane McNabb, I gotta race the Ozark 100 miler. That looks awesome. When is it? Let me know. You stole a great idea. Yes, I know. Let's see. Too many critters that can kill me out there in the woods. Ozzy scares me. Ozzy does scare me that way, but I gotta go see it. Mojave Mike, 2000 YZ125 out from a guy. Did everything showroom condition. However, power valve doesn't kick in. Everything clean and new. Check cover. It all just comes to. Ooh, ideas and thoughts. Mojave Mike, check the actuator. The down in the bottom, make sure that that thing is all free and moving and not doesn't have a broken spring or something funky that's all hooked up right. That's where I would go. If all that other stuff and the top end is all put together right, it's usually down there. Forrest Fountain, what up, M? How's it going? Happy Thursday, man. Taylor Park, Italian Creek, yay for Alpine flags. Asking yes, and hopefully trout. Forrest Valentine, I can tell you right now, Spring Creek, hit it, dude. Caught some epic cutthroat trout right after the death march. So good. Robert Boucher, do you practice and prep before races, or you just show up and wing it? I just show up and wing it, which is why my results aren't that great. I don't have the natural talent that people like Brady Metter and other people have to just show up, wing it, and do really well. I can show up, wing it, and not crash and have a great time, but I don't. Yeah. So actually, my wife and I have been talking. I'm putting in a turn track at my house very, very soon, actually. And she's going to landscape around it to kind of hide it. So it's going to be awesome. But I'm going to put the turn track in and get out there and do some practicing. Brady Metter, you ride 37 times a week. You don't need to practice. It's not true. I do ride. Well, this year I haven't, whatever. I'm not going to argue. I ride a lot, but this year I've not ridden nearly as much as last year or other years. But that's the problem, is just going out and riding will make you a pretty good rider, but it doesn't get you to the level I'd like to be at. It just doesn't get you there. You got to work on drills and skills and things like that. And I just don't do it. I need to do it. Bruce Kennedy, second Death March video is uploaded and processed. It comes out tomorrow at 3:00. Recommend mooses or tubeless. CR500 setup for enduro. I kill standard tubes way too often. John, if you watch this thing very often, mooses. I hate tubeless. I cannot stand tubeless. Yeah, mooses for sure. Especially, it was if you're racing, don't bother. And a 500, hopefully you're going fast. The Brady Metter is being ironic there. No, he said bibs. I thought he said tubeless for life. Yeah, bibs for life. No, he's being truthful. Yeah, you got to get mooses. Just don't bother. And I know Brady Metter. I haven't ridden since August. I'm still smoking at the Gold Rush. We'll see, Brady. Hopefully, I get some time in on the new bike, and I'm bringing an actual 300 real horsepower this year. So we'll see. And hopefully they make this stupid race longer, because I was catching your ass. I just didn't have enough time to make it up because you whipped my butt the first couple laps. So, God, is not to practice specific skills. We just ride the best trails on the planet. Agreed, Forrest. But skills need. Yeah, there you go, Heath Gerstner. Turn tracks, then more turn tracks for practice. I agree. That is the key. Robert, I know I need to come east. I need to eventually. And my Mark Payne, your French bike did great last weekend. So quick mention of the French bike. Woody from Seat Time, his Sherco surrendered after Timberline Trail. Mid Timberline Trail, it just wouldn't start. Like no power to anything, which unfortunately on that bike was not so it didn't have a Kickstarter, so we couldn't even try that situation. He did try bump starting it. Didn't matter because it was the power switch for all the bikes. So it was ignition, whatever. And it's just a carbureted bike, but anyway. And then all of a sudden it started working, which is not confidence inspiring at all. And he rode the rest of Timberline, but then it started doing weird stuff and dying and cutting whatever. And so he bailed before Star Trail because that was the closest he was going to get to camp before having to charge up Star, which is a gnarly thing. So he went back home. I think he's got a new switch coming. Hopefully it's just the switch, but I wish you were here because I'd like to dive in and see how we could just bypass that whole situation and like fix it. And there goes Brady with the hand crank like my van. We'll see. I'm getting a motorcycle, a 2-stroke without a Kickstarter. We'll see. It's probably going to fail. Bruce Kennedy, Woody does need my 125, but I sold the 125. The 125 is going to a good home very soon. He put a deposit down. He hasn't picked it up yet, but a gentleman from the Carbondale area is purchasing that for his 14-year-old son. Very excited. Still doing the best we can. Yes, Jimmy Nyhart. I love it. I know. Finally, Brady, I finally sold it, which is good because hopefully my new bike shows up and I need that money. So took a long time to sell it, but I think that's the nature of things are changing in the dirt bike world as far as the market has cooled quite a bit. And then the other thing is it's a 125 in the mountains. It's kind of hard. First year Kickstarter only. I'm broke, wouldn't buy a magic button. Yes, Forrest, I get it. I love the magic button, dude. I mean, that's why it's one of the things I love in my used dirt biker videos. The E-Start, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I don't want a bike without it, except for my XR, because it's awesome. But the backup Kickstarter is a freaking beautiful thing, man. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I don't get why they don't do it. I get it on my van. I get it on cars because you're generally in a place where you can make a phone call or someone's going to come by or whatever. But on a dirt bike, you could be a very, very, very long way from any kind of help. And if something stupid like a battery died or a cell in the battery broke or whatever, or like on my 125 at the start of a race, the starter just stopped working. It'd be nice to have a Kickstarter. So anyway, John, that's sure way to pronounce Carbondale. Yeah, that's from some friends of mine who live up in that area. They call it. Someone said a raise you. I was gonna say I missed that. Oh, hold on. I think there we go. Live chat. There we go. Raise you. Kick and E-Star Shane McNabb. So, Shane, that's an interesting thing. I have a friend who he bought a new Sherco, loved the way it ran, suspension, all that stuff, but then the E-Start just didn't work during a race one time, and I went past him and it really pissed him off. And and then all of a sudden started working again. He sold that motorcycle. Didn't even look into it. He's like, F this thing. I'm out. It's so funny because he's a YZ250 guy down deep. So, and then he bought a Reju because he wanted a button, and he's not been having good luck with the Reju. The jetting has been weird, and he's good at jetting and all that stuff. So he's kind of close. He was just in here buying some more jets for it and whatever. We'll see how long the Reju lasts because he not. Oh, sweet, Shane, man, I've got a Reju 300. It's awesome. I have another friend who has a Reju 300. He likes it too, but we'll see. Shane, his name's Shane Ayer. Anyway, Ayer. He's a good friend, been a friend a long, long time. But he's not been super happy yet. We'll see. They said the same thing about clutches, water cooling, power valves, disc brakes, and limiter. Yeah, I know, Brady Metter. I get it, but and eventually I think it will be. But I had a problem on my 2021 that would have sent me through the roof if I hadn't been able to start that race. Why in the world can't Yamaha put a 6-gear and E-Start in the YZ? Forrest, they can. They're just lazy and they make money on those ones anyway. So they're funding some racing. Sweet. Right on, Bruce Kennedy. They raise you. I think the raise you thing is awesome. It's just the old gas, right? So it's, I think it's a proven bike, but the support for it will be interesting. No, Glenn Altschwager, the raise yous are not counterbalanced. Lease Bill still offers kickstart option as a kit. Kickback looking to get a 500 RRS. I like the 500 RRS also. Tony Andrews, what is up, my man? How is the prison system? Tony's not in the prison system. He worked for it. The Pantera Easter on the YZ looked like a pain in the ass. 2K, yeah. Forrest, forget the Pantera. Beyond everything, the owner of Pantera is such a butt. I'll never give him another dime. So yeah, that's all there is to it. I hate that guy. I shouldn't say I hate him. I don't like him though. I really don't like him. Whatever. Sebastian, if you see this, that's the reality, dude. Let's see. And the thing, so back to Brady's comment about all the stuff you need, the hand crank on my van. Anyway, I don't mind if a bike comes without a Kickstarter. I just want the ability to pay to put one on that works, right? So it's not like a cobbled up thing like that Panthera, like aftermarket, whatever. I don't need the bike to be any lighter. Like that doesn't make any whatever. I don't need the motorcycle to be any lighter. I get it. They want to be lighter. They got to sell more bikes and all that stuff. But they just put the stupid boss in the cases and do whatever. What? If I have to pay for it, that's fine. Anyway, to lessen the KTM beta Sherco. Yeah, Shane. And the rate. So my friend who bought my other friend, his name's Jeff Scott, who bought the Reju. He's been really enjoying his. He lives up in Craig, and he likes it a lot. He's been super happy with it, and I think most people have. It's just my other buddy Shane. We'll see. Can you add Kickstarter to 23? Tom Bean, not the XCs. You cannot add one to the XCs. The one I'm getting, you can't add a Kickstarter to. KO, what's up? Kevin O'Laughlin coming in. I love it. KTM should come with a service dog to go get help when it dies on the tree. Yes. Oh, Kevin, I love you so much. That is so awesome. Oh, so good. Bruce Kennedy, others share my opinion of Sebastian. A lot of people share my opinion of Sebastian. Like a lot. But Tom Bean, the XCWs, 2-strokes, you can. And the Husky TEs, you can still put Kickstarter on the 23s. Jimmy Nyhart up at dog treats him a pack. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Dwayne Flores, damn, them not putting a kicker on the new Sherco. Yeah, you can't put Sherco hasn't had a Kickstarter for a long time. Buying one soon. Choices. Yeah, I don't know. I just, whatever. I'm old school. Brady hates it. Likes to make fun of me. I'm old school. I like having a Kickstarter on something I take way out into the middle of nowhere. If I had a Jeep, right, with all the rock crawly stuff and like that, I would take some sort of backup, not a hand crank, because it's hard to start a V8 motor with a hand crank, but I would take some kind of backup starty kind of thing for sure if I was going way out in there. Extra batteries, I don't know, whatever. Those guys take welders and stuff. So anyway, did you get those part numbers for the Cobra? Yes, I did. 250 race. Thank you so much. Sorry, I did not respond. Thank you very much. I will let that guy know. I don't know if he's trying to just get through the season, get rid of that motorcycle. So I don't know if he'll do it, but I will use those numbers in the future. So I do hate 250-pound bike, but my Honda has never let me down, nor my 05 X-Mile. Yeah. Yes, over your seat in Dominguez. Jeez, that's gnarly for us. And Mark Payne says, get the Sherco. I think the Sherco is a great bike. It's a super good bike. But if I had to choose right now between Beta and Sherco, it would be Beta for sure. Lots of reasons, actually, not just the kickstart thing. There's a lot of reasons behind that. And the Sherco is awesome. I like riding them. They're comfortable. They feel very Yamaha-esque, which is comfortable for me. But yeah, I like the Beta better. Your bike is on delay because the back order on the tubeless and reclusive comes stock in the 23. Yes, I love it, Bruce. How the world has changed. Tattoos, bald heads, and KTMs are also popular. I love it. I love my first Beta. Very impressed. Get to ride the new Demo Huskies gas compared to. Yeah. Eric Bryan, I use a micro start jump pack for sure. Yeah. So that's a great idea. So here's my only problem. with those MicroStart jump packs. Like, and this is not like, I think that's a great idea. They're lightweight. They're whatever. I personally would rather be able to choose the weight of a Kickstarter on it than that. Like that's, if I get it. Cause I mean, they're both a backup to that's 100%. Only problem with those micro starts is you have to keep them charged. I've had them in the past. If you don't ever use them, which, generally we don't, right? They do lose charge and then they don't do anything. The other thing is if your battery totally takes a crap, you can't run the bike on those micro start things. It will smoke that battery. I've seen it. Don't ask me how I know. Um, if you run a bike with a charging system on that thing, it will blow that thing up. Brady met her. So yeah, I carry jump start on big rides, also wired an extra starter switch in a safe place. So that's awesome. So those are great backups. I want to choose a kickstart backup, right? It's just the same backup. I just want the Kickstarter backup. That's all I want because it's just more simple. It's more reliable, all that good stuff. But I get it. Like there are ways to have backups. All three bald, not much. God, one covers a pretty round head. I love it, Jimmy Nyhart. No problem, brother. It's better than that Chinese factory stuff that Cobra sells. Yeah, you got to get to work. Yeah, I know. Have a good one. Let's use one, but hey, I have it with me. Get old school when it's convenient for you to complain about it. Yes, absolutely. You're darn right, Brady Metter. I do everything. Like I said, I'm a walking contradiction. I changed over to beta 200 RR start of the year. Nice, Glenn. I think the betas are great. Let's see. I missed the beginning of the convo. What beta offers a K-Start option for us? I think all the betas have that as a option to purchase. You have to purchase it later. Brady Metter. I need to get an old camcorder and like strap it to my head. It would be awesome. Super awesome. And to quickly touch on that, my GoPro won't leave me stranded in the middle of nowhere if it fails, and it has actually failed. My new one has had weird things and corrupted files. I've missed all kinds of stuff. So, but it won't leave me stranded. I won't have to walk if that thing fails. So yeah, it's a little bit different, my man. And my wife has forced me to go old school out in the country. That's why I'm here at the shop hooked to the internet because my new house is far from modern. The Brady Metter. Actually, I don't use a hand-drawn map, but I do usually carry one on the Death March in case the thing goes south, and then I can find my way. And I can actually read a map, unlike you, coming from Oklahoma, still living in Oklahoma. We know you can barely read. Bring back high 8, yes. Pack Racer, Brady loves abusing me. It's because he can do it from a long, long way off because he refuses to come ride with me and he uninvites me from his rides. So, OBD Vice communicating with the. Oh, yeah, Bruce Kennedy. I did get that stupid OBD Vice device. And no, I got to make that video. I mean, fortunately, I didn't have to pay for it, but it sucks. It won't work on KTM's. The freaking thing sucks, and it's a long story. I'll go into that actually in a video. I do not recommend it. Won't talk to anything European, so it's basically useless for me because Yamahas don't break, Hondas don't break, not in weird ways, and it won't talk to anyway. So that thing sucks. Let's see. Colorado trails suck. Don't ride here, Brady. Yeah. Still not a good purchase. Sad. Sell it, I guess. Bruce Kennedy. Yeah. Well, I mean, I paid 99 cents for it, so it's no big deal. But Anton Tetra. Besides KTM, OBD devices work fine, but KTMs are bitches in that. I get it. The problem I have with the OBD situation is that when they were begging me to get it and review it, right? Like, please, 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 please. I'm like, I don't not know. I'm not, whatever, And then I'm like, okay, because I said I'm gonna have a 23 KTM XC. Will it talk to that? No, it won't do the 23s. Well, that's the bike that's gonna get me. I'm gonna be riding the crap out of it. It's gonna get a ton of views. I might have lots of problems with it because it's brand new. All this stuff. That's what I want it to talk to, but it won't. Like, well, I'm like, it'll work on the older KTMs. It'll work on the older KTM. They swear up and down it'll work on the older KTMs. I'm like, fine. So I got it again. It was 99 cents. It's free. I'm not whatever. I didn't pay for it, right? So they sent it to me. I open it up. I dig into it, and there's nothing no cable for KTM, no software for KTM, no nothing. So I contacted them. I said, hey, what's the story? Do I need to get other cables? Like, is there something I need to do? And they're like, oh yeah, it doesn't work on KTMs. So it's just a bald-faced lie to get me to get the thing in here and try to review it, which is not going to work out for them because I do have some video filmed and it's not going to be flattering. And like I said, I got a Yamaha nice new YZF over there, but it doesn't have any problem. I guess I could hook it up and talk to it. And Brady, my KTM never needed to be hooked up. Fair enough, but I just had a KTM in here, a 500 that was flashing some code. We figured it out through Googling and whatever. But it was going to be super cool to plug that thing in and have it tell me what the code was. Just, whatever. It's not, do I need it no, not all the time. Although as an aftermarket shop, it would be really cool to plug it in and be able to look at things. Every second year to reduce power and get the done back to not going to get Anton did it. That's hilarious. That's fun. Oh man, Europe is a weird place. There's no control mods to get a 5-volt reference right. No, there's no CAN bus, Jimmy Neihart, fortunately. Brady, that's why they have the FI light flash procedure for sure, which is good. It would just be nice. It would be cool. It would be really cool to be able to plug in and like look at the sensors, see which sensor maybe not working or whatever, like the dealers do. It would also be cool to be able to plug in and talk to the ECU and change some fuel values and all that stuff. But Mojave Mike, what do KTM riders and the prisoner release have in common? They both end up walking home. That is phenomenal. I love it so much. As a guy who rides lots of KTMs and loves my 300, that is brilliant. I like it. And Brady, yes, it sounds tricky. Here he goes, Brady. He can't help himself. Give me a hard time. Whatever. If I didn't have YouTube, I would still be fine. I still have a shop that actually fixes things. So, this YouTube thing is just fun for me. And by the way, this YouTube thing is going way long. Let's just go for an hour. We're at 53 minutes. We're going to go for another 7 minutes. And thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you, Brady Metter, for always giving me a hard time. Someone make a quality enduro video game. I'm yes. Excitebike's so good. This voltage ride, the ECM assigns voltage to number values like temperature, Amazon plugin things. Just need a connector. Jimmy Neihart, how many bikes do you usually have around your shop running and not running? Good question, Anton. So that's pretty typical. Actually, we're kind of low on bikes right now because I got this whole space. There's my bike. Where I'm sitting is open. Let's just see what we got running and not running right now. We've got 3, 4, 5, 7 of those aren't running. Bruce Kennedy to come in running and leave. We got 7 that came in. Well, so actually some of those that came in were running and now they don't run because we're putting top ends in them. We're waiting for parts. So one of them, we're putting the carburetor back on the TPI bike and all that stuff. But yeah, Anton, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, but not one I can't really answer. I'd say maybe 25% come in just not running. Just like, my bike's broken. The rest of them come in running, but they have problems, and we either take them apart and um, uh, Forrest Valentine. Unfortunately, that is not totally true. Sadly, there is an XR650 over there it's going back together. It's going to run today. Zach's putting it back together, but it ended up getting a crank and all kinds of things. Not common for an XR650R, but yeah. Um, Brady Metter, yeah. Oh, it's so good. So the KX did not have a rear brake, actually a brake light and pass inspection. Yes, Bruce Kennedy, you do not have to have rear brake actuated light in Colorado. It just has to light up when you hit a brake. Um, Colorado was very, very easy to deal with on getting things street legal. Um, yes, definitely better chance with Sheets working on it. Nightheart, 100%. Um, a bunch of junk two strokes. XR650R is down, blown up. Well, it's not anymore. It's going back together, but absolutely going to go back. Bike actually not fixed, but Peach is so rad they don't notice. Yes, yeah, Forrest, I like it. Oh man, it's so good. What else? Oh, I do have. I'm so excited. That YZ125. I got. See that box sitting there. That is the cylinder back from Millennium. So we're going to be putting that back together and getting Ewan onto a big bike. Opinion on a KX450 Anton Tetra. A great bike, fast, lots of horsepower. Not the best off-road motorcycle. John, next YouTube live. Awful customer stories. Okay, I got plenty of them. That would be good. We'll do that next time. I'll try to remember. Remind me, John. Tune in. But KX450, I think it's a great motocross bike. Not a great off-road bike. Even the X model. Brady had one. Brady, I mean, you sold it awfully. We sell everything fast because you're like a woman. You can't decide on what you want to keep. But I chime in on that KX. I don't think they're a great off-road bike, but they are. As far as tons of horsepower. And Jimmy Neihart, when you did the 300 to come with the new ECU? Yes, mine did. Mine came with the SXS ECU. It was the SXS kit from KTM, so it came with ECU, head, everything, which is awesome. Governor Laughlin, you got an X. There you go. What John said. Yes, back racer for sure. So yeah, Kevin has an X. And a lot of guys love it. I think Oklahoma would be a better place for a KX X or any kind of KX, like lower elevation, a little more open. You guys have a lot of tight trees too, though. But it's kind of a more motocrossy feel in Oklahoma than riding here with all the rocks and everything. Just so many rocks in Colorado that those, to me, 450s are hard to ride anyway. And then the KX is pretty abrupt. Show their lack of maintenance care. Bruce, can you do any of the customers get pissed when you show the lack of maintenance and care, like air filters not even oiled? No, I've had some guys get sad a little bit, but not really. I usually try, like, I don't mention their name on the line if I don't know how they feel. If I know how they feel and I know them well, I'll freaking call them right out. But if I don't know, then I try not to I try not to say who it is. There you go. There, Brady Metter. He misses his KX450, but he likes the 501 better. So yeah, there we go. I did the 350. 4T doesn't roll over things as gentle as a 2T, at least for a slow B rider. Yeah, I don't know. Four strokes are the 350s are amazing. Actually, if I were going to buy a 4-stroke to race or ride in the trails, it would be a 350 for sure. But yeah, the 450, especially KXs, are so motocross bred, right? They're so made for that in general that it's like really hard to make one work off road, especially up here. So, like I said, then you run into the size of the tank and whatever. It's whatever. lots of things going on. They're a good bike, but oh, Supermoto converted KX450 would be sick. That would be so sick. Oh man, yeah, making a KX into a Supermoto would be ridiculous. I don't know how you get it street legal, or if you need to there in Germany. Imagine you have to in Germany, but I guess you could just take it to racetracks. That would be freaking out of hand. How much fun that would be! All right, guys, it's been an hour. Thank you so much for so many. Until it throws a rod, fair enough. KXs have a history of throwing rods through cases. I don't know about the new ones. I don't think it's quite so much of a deal, but maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, Punk Rock Club, you guys stick around to the end. You are absolutely my favorites. I love you more than anyone else, except for Brady. I don't like Brady Metter at all. But, that's the way it is. Kevin O'Laughlin, 450 handles a little different with a man with a little girth. I love it. Oh, I love you guys so much. So much. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you get out and spread the gospel with two wheels. And I desperately hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on, but more importantly, get out and ride your dirt bikes.